Okay, hey guys, I thought I would show you all a quick tutorial on how I coloured some of the shots from the Bramley's promos that we've just put out. So here's one shot here where we have put a texture down on the floor. There's some spray as well, some water spray, and then we've got a bit of smoke, actually from a vape, which is really, really handy for this shoot. Worked really well. So I just want a quick breakdown on how I use my nodes. I'm sure everyone does it differently, and obviously depending on the shot, depends on what you do with your nodes and what you need to apply. Generally, I like to keep it nice and tidy. So I've got sort of 8 nodes here, and that will be my preset, sort of what I will apply to every clip. The top one usually has the LUT on there. So for this one, we've got an S-Log3 to Rec 709 LUT because it's using my FX6 in S-Log3. So that's the standard sort of go-to start, and then obviously I've labeled each node so we can remember which one does what. Exposure is what I'll sort of try to focus next in order of priority. So you can see here I've brought up using the histogram. I've sort of kept an eye on where I want my midtones. I do want lots of dynamics on the face of this watch, from light to dark. I think that really makes it when you're doing product photography, the dynamics of the shot. Then we've got a color node, which actually at the minute I'm not doing anything, so I kept this one quite natural. My fourth node is noise reduction. I tend to leave this off until very last because I find that it will just slow down playback. Then you've got the fifth node here, which is a little gradient. So if I show you my gradient tool here, you can see I'm just bringing down certain parts of the image to create a little bit more of a side-on light, because here we actually lit it quite flat in terms of both angles, both sides of the watch had light coming through. So I just brought that down a little bit. I kept that on a separate node to this one, sixth node, which is lighting up, as you can see, the bottom of the frame, again on the gradient, and I just wanted to bring all of those that texture down so that makes the watch pop a bit more. The seventh node, which I'll put on now, is a sort of, I'm not sure the technical name of it, but I put it in reverse so everything applies outside of the watch. You can actually change that here if you go down to your mask settings, and you can change that, and there you can see there's the reverse. Obviously wanted to bring out the watch even more and bring down everything outside it, so that's what that's done. And you can see what I've done here on the curve. If I bring it back up, you can see what that's done. Nice and subtle, and a lot of softness on the outside of the mask to make sure that it's not as obvious. And then the eighth node, again, just another little gradient on the left hand side, which again you can see coming in from here. And that's the basics of sort of what I would do to colour this particular shot. You can then, obviously once you're happy, put on your noise reduction and export it. I'll be doing a few more of these, so if you like them, be sure to give me a comment, drop me a DM for any ones you want in particular, tutorials of stuff that you've seen. And yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic week.